Alright, so time to try out the new CUSACK and see how he performs in, full UR gear, stuff like that. Give him attack crit. I'm hoping he crits. He does have 77 plus. We're using first the full, yanked setup for him, so he's just as strong as possible. Zeldra is giving him 12% attack related stats. He's giving himself 12% attack related stats. And Chandler's giving him Pierce for his Pierce card, so realistically he has like over 100% crit chance. Hoping he crits, but if he doesn't, it's fine. We're planning on eventually swapping him for HP defense, because he might just be a really good back unit, so let me show this. Not gonna kill anyone. Let's just, what's Philo? You're Tarmia Link. Yeah, but we're sealing, so it's fun. Doing as much damage as possible here on the Merlin. So, we're gonna be lowering their crit chance by so much. Look at this mono green on our mono blue. It's gonna be magical here. How little damage they do. Because if you don't know what CUSACK does, his passive is gives all demon allies 4% attack related stats per demon ally on the field. Great damage, Philo. And lowers enemy crit chance by 20% and crit damage by 30%. Who do we kill here? I guess Merlin. Let's see the Pierce card. And then... let's see this. His AoE lowers enemy crit chance by 30, 50, 100%. He has a single target Pierce card, which I assume the reason why he has a single target Pierce card is because you want him to be paired up with the new Chandler. I think what they're trying to accomplish here with this demon team, right, is Zeldris and Chandler came out, and it was kind of a weird decision, but seeing it all tie in with another Pierce unit, I think what they want really is to, have all these new demons together, and they kind of complement each other. So let's let Zeldris do some damage here and move on. And then I also, in this video, I'm going to use Trader Meliodas, because he is another Pierce character, right? So they both together should be pretty decent. That is an interesting team here we're facing. The Giant Girls. Let's go with, I'm gonna do this. How much damage do we do on her? We're gonna be debuffing a lot, which is not good. But I want to apply as much darkness as possible, right? Okay. Yeah, with the debuffing, it did lower a bunch of our health, or a bunch of our attack, right? But I think we can kill her next turn. We're gonna double AoE again. The first will encroach, the second might kill, and then we're gonna single target at the end and hopefully kill her because she's gonna be also encroached. Or maybe Matrona? Seems like she's gonna be the one taunting. Yeah. Oh, I kind of don't want to encroach the end now. It's whatever. It's whatever. I'm hoping it does kill, but we'll see. I'm a little concerned the AoE will not actually kill. Because the attack lower and damage reduction, everything like that. Oh, so close. God damn, the attack lower is so strong. They are encroached, so they're not going to do damage, but... I should have ult rushed. He would have removed it. He can't heal, though. I think we can just kill here. Yeah, we can easily just kill here. On the Skadi. The end, not so sure. Okay, lower my attack even more. The end doesn't rely on crit chance or anything. Ooh, he removed his own taunt. Perfect. We can just remove the ultimate gauge from her now. Perfect. So we're gonna do this. Hopefully we'll kill Scotty. And then we'll remove the ultimate gauge from the end. Even better. Yeah, Scotty's dead. Matrona hopefully as well. Yeah, I completely cocked his team at the point that I'm just constantly sealing healing, and he really relies on the healing. The new animation for Tarmiel's encroachment is pretty cool. Or not encroachment, disable is really cool. Bro, he was stacked on the HP. Can I get an ultimate off? That'd be nice. But he's probably gonna remove both my, or nah, I'm just gonna quit. God damn, I'm trying to showcase his Pierce card. I guess we won't. I mean, to be fair, his Pierce card wasn't doing the most. I think his best utility really is HP defense. I think the way to go for him will be HP defense. You give him HP defense and he will be the one lowering the enemy, not doing damage to it, right? He is not the DPS, but also a support like Zeldris. 146, that's okay. I mean, for turn 1, that's okay. On type disadvantage, right? All things considered, but you gotta remember, we're yanking him. Or wanking him, whatever. Quite a bit. We're giving him Zeldris passive, his own passive, and Chandler, right? For him to be doing that much damage. I want to see how he'll perform without Zeldris, because we're removing Zeldris next match. To put in Trader Meliodas. Okay, this is a usual turn for, you know, this team, and it did, like, no damage. So I'm saying, like, against Mono, I think that's what he was made for, right? To cuck Mono Green, which is such a weird choice, because Mono Green just became good. Can we kill her? Let's see. I'm just gonna make sure that Merlin dies. I don't know if we kill her. Merlin's dead. No more debuffing. Yeah. Again, I'm using attack here. And, I mean, his damage isn't the worst. Considering his type disadvantage, everything like that, it's okay. But, like, again, I do think that his role isn't to be the DPS. Like I'm using him right now, but should actually be another support. Or just another tank, right? Because when you're really looking at it... Okay, he crit every hit there. When you're really looking at it, the Demon team... Using HP defense on Starosa, HP defense on Zeldris, right? It's going to be another HP defense character. You just have a super tanky team. All things considered. Because, I mean, I would have died there, if not for his passive. Let's do this. Can we kill Philo here? I hope we do. I hope we do. Nice. That was pretty good damage. 200k full mono grain. Although one, okay, she was encroached. I was more looking at Philo because the multiplier on the AOE isn't the highest. So for him to be actually, you know, finishing off Philo like that was pretty good. Okay, let's see. Double Pierce. I mean, Melly's performance isn't going to be changed from when we just had Zeldris because the passive is the same. The only real difference is having the... Okay, I have 2 Pierces, but I'm going to do just 1. Let's kill... I'm thinking Melly, actually. The only difference here is that now I have a single target and an AoE Pierce card, right? So I have still Chandler in the back. Yeah, he is no Rimuru, that's for sure. Rimuru gives himself Pierce to the Holy Relic as well, which this character doesn't have a relic yet, and we don't even know when he would get a relic, right? If only he had a commandment to replace Esteros' commandment, it would be a pretty good thing to have, I'm not gonna lie. You know what I'm thinking? I know this has nothing to do with him, but I really want to use it with Naofumi. I think, you know, the part where he lowers the crit chance and crit damage is, you know, completely irrelevant to the part where he increases demons attack-related stats, right? So I could just use him with Naofumi as someone that's lowering the enemy's crit chance and crit damage. Okay, finished that off, but she was encroached and he still missed all crits. Attack crit is really not the way for him. He can't even crit. Like I said, I mean, now he doesn't have 100% plus, but on the other video, he does have 100% crit chance when you have both his and Zeldris' passive combined. But 100% crit chance in this game is not 100%, right? Because crit resistance exists. So you're missing most crits anyways, if not all of them, when you have a character with 100% crit chance. Like Estarossa here has, what, 130? 130 does seem to hit a lot more though. Okay. Good team to pierce through. Let's go for Liz. I mean, honestly, his AoE isn't like the biggest deal when it comes to this form of team. Like, really, his AoE card was clearly meant to be a tool to be used against Mono Green, because Mono Green is very crit based. That's an interesting back unit. Okay. Mono Green is, you know, completely crit based, so it makes sense for that. So whenever you're facing a team that doesn't use crits that much, so not the Mono Green, because I can't think of another team like that. I guess Reinhardt has the triple crit chance card, so that's good against him. Naofumi doesn't use it. Ultra Rush obviously doesn't use it. Goddesses, Lamau. Yeah, it's just Mono Green, really. Which makes sense. Mono Green is the biggest tool against demons. Could he kill Dian here? Let's see. So again, I guess it makes sense. Okay, 137 on a taunted Dian is pretty decent. But yeah, that Pierce card. Yeah, might as well be using him with HP defense and have more CC, you know? I think that that's the way that he's intended to be used as a support unit. And as a support unit, I mean, he's pretty good. Also, I'm using Green Sauriel Link, I forgot to mention, which also lowers the crit chance, right? I'm gonna go second. I say that as I'm using CC food, right? I should take off CC food and go second. I want to see how it goes like that. Same thing. Let's go for Merlin, I suppose. I want to use my Pierce card on her. That AoE damage is not bad, actually. Melly's AoE damage is much better, obviously, because he has a Pierce card. But the AoE damage is really not bad. The multiplier is very low, but I guess I am increasing my attack-related stats and my Pierce as well, which, I mean, that card is in Pierce base, but I'm increasing my stats by quite a bit with this team, right? So I suppose it makes sense. Like, this is such a high stat team. Again, with all the characters basically being HP defense. Missed every crit. Good job. Missed every crit again. And he was lowering my crit resistance. Okay, so remove CC food, and we're going second, hopefully. Good. With crit Let's pretend we're gonna go second, okay? We're gonna do this. We're going second, guys! With crit resistance food. So I'm lowering their crit chance by 20%, and I improved my crit resistance by 38%. So let's see how this goes. Obviously no crits, there's not a triple crit chance card. No crits. That's to hit all the crits, which I guess makes sense. That's a lot of damage I took. Still, and I'm completely sealed off. I would have taken less damage if I had Zeldris, but I wouldn't be able to dish as much back as I will now. Right, so let's double pierce up. Ooh, that pierce card damage was pretty bad. Yeah, I don't know about going second with this. You still take so much. Even if she's not critting, she's still hitting hard like crazy. Okay, round 2. And now I'm using a more defensive team, which will pretend just 1 second. Now I'm using Zeldris in the back to lower attack and Chandler, which the normal Chandler people actually use, which lowers their stats, right? That's still a lot, and that was without Echidna as well. I don't know. Mono green is still crazy. It's still crazy. Let's do this. Mono green is still crazy. Even if they're not critting, they're still hitting super hard. But I have faith that there's maybe something that we can do about it. I lost this one though. I think if you go second against mono green, it's still going to be an uphill battle. It's still going to be an uphill battle. Like, it's really tough. Really tough to win against the type advantage super high damage that they have, right? Because the way they designed the teams was unknown win against demon, demon win against human, human win against unknown, and then I guess now for me is the jack of all trades can win against all. But not consistent. He can lose. Not bad damage. Oh, you crit now that they're encroached. Really difficult sell this guy. When I'm seeing him get still obliterated by mono green. They're not even a good mono green. This guy is 205 KCC. It's like not even a good team. I mean, Echidna is missing all crits with her triple crit chance card, but Philo still does insane damage. Like, I think Philo is the real problem. The AoE for Philo still obliterates you, even if it doesn't crit. So, I don't know. That's a big problem for this team, right? Also, she seals your healing, which is terrible. We'll see as time progresses, but that's going to be the uphill battle for this team still. Now, this is the real experiment here, right? Noah Starosta, Zeldris in the back giving attack-related stats, right? We still got the same amount of Pierce, 158. Can we pierce up some teams? Let's do this. $263. Yeah, Chandler doesn't hit nearly as hard as Triller Melody. They both have attack gear. Chandler does not hit nearly as hard. And Melody didn't even have his passive. Like, I didn't do any single... Oh, I did do a single target, but he had a Starosis, so the buff was removed, right? I don't know. I think the more I use him, the Pierce card doesn't mean anything. You still want to use him with HP defense. Like... There is really no way you're actually using him as your DPS, right? He's just not a good DPS. Please go Chandler. See, that's not good. That should not happen. That should not happen. I'm using a single target Pierce, and it did that little damage. The only other point of reference we have is Rimuru for single target Pierce cards. And he must be a little unfair to compare to because he has a relic that gives him Pierce, like so much Pierce, that his Pierce card is nuts. But you know, he still exists. So I gotta compare, right? He still exists. And he has a crazy Pierce card. Unlike these bozos. What is this? Chandler's so good, man! Chandler's so good. How are you gonna use the new Chandler when this guy exists? Did you see what he just did? He's so good. Let's remove that damage reduction. How are you gonna use the new one when this bad boy exists? Tell me. Well, I'll be wrapping up this video with one more match here, and I still stand by what I said on the other video. He is good, for sure. I think he is very powerful, and what he does can be very strong, but I don't think anyone should be summoning for him, because we are about to get the biggest banners of the year, right? We're about to get the November festival and December festivals, and this guy is an SSR ticket character, right? I think saving for those big banners is way more worth it than summoning for an SSR ticket character. If you are someone that's been using demons, honestly, your current demon team will be slightly improved with this CUSACK. So far for what I've used, maybe he's much better than I'm actually giving him credit for. He is pretty good, but I don't think 600 gems is better spent here than spent on potentially Mael or Anilda 1 Ascanor if they decide to go with that, or anything that they drop for end of year, which will be way more hype and probably way better.